שירו למלך בשיא פרס מפויון אוי 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 באשרי יבודו ויבודו המשמיעים בקוי שבחוי והטובונים שירו 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 למלך שירו שירו למלך Oy vi ashle yavodo vo yavodo Oy hamash mi yim bekoy shi bekoy Ve ato vo anim shiru 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 la melech shiru la melech Oy vi ashle yavodo
Shalom, shalom, folks. Shabbat shalom, Shavua. May God bless you. God be with you. Hope you guys are doing wonderful today. Today is Sabbath, and today is Friday, and it's wonderful day and wonderful evening. And we did have a nice climate and weather, no rain, nothing. It's beautiful here today. So today we're going to start with, first of all, welcome to Call Horeb, Sounds of Horeb. That's my channel. And I appreciate you and you're watching and learning. And I promise you, you will learn a lot from this one. And as I said that, it could be um, something that very controversial for to Christianity and their beliefs. And I'm not against any Christian people or any Christian bishop or Christian preachers, evangelists, anyone. But I got to tell you the truth, what I found. That's the reason I'm here to tell. And I love everyone. And so please do not think that I am against of you guys, but at the same time, I need to express the truth which I found in from all these years. I got to exhibit this one. I have to tell it out. That is my mission. That is my purpose. So I have to do my work. That's why I'm here for you guys to explore and give the information. Taking it or not taking it up to you, and I would never force you to listen and take. It's up to you, but to me, I'm giving it out to you, all the information that which is possibly known to me. I get all the information from so many places with my rabbis, with my books and study. It is not that I myself get everything on my own, but I have been studying these things for a long time and I'm listening to the rabbis and talking to the rabbis and asking questions to them. Through that, I get all this information. So I thought that I can give you those information, what I learned and earned, so that you would also benefit out of that. So let's go. Today we are going to do, somehow we finish Mark chapter 2. Two chapters we finish within this 1.5 month. That's a huge thing. From Mark, two chapters we finish. We are now stepping into Mark chapter 3. Let's read a few words. I'm going to read the verse from 1 to 4. You can watch it. Mark chapter 3 and the words from 1 to 4. And he entered again into the synagogue, and there was a man there which had a withered hand. And they watched him whether he would heal him on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, Stand forth. And he said unto them, Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill? But they held their peace. I'm stopping it here. And I would like to draw your attention. All these gospels, or I do not know, you might have seen, or you might have at least noticed that as if the Jerusalem and all the other Israel country was so peaceful, so fantastic through this Roman kingdom, and no problem at all. The only problem was Jewish people and the Pharisees. That's what the gospel writes. If you see, there is nothing, no problem, no political issue. There is no Roman people having problem, giving problem to the Israelis or anything. Nothing is recorded. It's only about the Pharisees and the Jewish people who gave trouble to Jesus. That is all happening in that area. Is it possible? Think about, guys. There is a cruel Roman kingdom which took over the Israel, and they were torturing the Israel people. They are placing taxes and taxes on them, and then also they were crucifying several people, killing them on the streets. So many things were happening through the Roman kingdom, but not even a single event or single incident is recorded, was recorded in all the four gospels. How is it possible? You go to any country under the sun, the countries which were under the colony or British colony or anything. Look at that. There was a lot of people, even in India, like for example, India, when the British rulers were British people and Portuguese and Spain, so many people entered into our country, right? French. So look at the people. There were a lot of people, like zealots, like a lot of people. They were rivals. They were kind of, going against the British kingdom. There was a lot of heroes in southern part of the India or in northern part of India. You can just name it. So much of them. They were all against British kingdom. They did lot of riots. They did lot of procession. They did so many things against the kingdom, right? And it is recorded. Each and every country has a history like this. Everywhere people are there to go against the kingdom. But whereas in Israel, no one, none of the population, nobody was there to go against Roman kingdom. This is only about Jesus and Jewish people. Jesus and the Pharisees. That's all it is. So, what these writers are telling to us, basically, they are focusing Jewish people to the to worst to the core. That's what they want to exhibit. That's what it is happening. Otherwise, at least there should have been only a single incident, some incident against the Roman kingdom would have been written there. It wasn't written there. It's really sad. It's very, very sad. So think about that in what these gospel writers, what Mark, Luke, Matthew and John writes about the whole history of the Jewish people during the first century. Not even a single event against Roman kingdom. Is the Roman kingdom is so good? Even if you think the whole book, if you see that one, everybody was like so good. Like everyone was so nice. Like Pilate, he washed his hand. He said that I don't want to take the blood curse. on me. I'm leaving it to you. You guys go and have that one. So he's so good, nice fellow, good fellow. Only the Jewish people are bad. How could it be possible? It could never be possible. I mean, think, folks, and also think about that one, right? They're telling that Messiah has come, Messiah is coming. I couldn't even believe that. King Herod killed all the kids under the age of 2 when he heard that Messiah was born. Oh, he couldn't believe it. So I mean, like, they don't want to hear there is another king is coming against them. Was born for Jewish people. If a king was born, what he would do? He would go against the Roman kingdom. Roman kingdom doesn't want that, doesn't like that one, right? So he killed how many innocent 2 years old kids were killed at the time just because Herod, like what's that? Herod had Herod. Oh my goodness, yeah, something is going on here, folks. Herod, King Herod, heard the name Messiah, so he went and killed almost all the kids under the age of 2. So now Messiah, Jesus is coming. You think that they wouldn't do anything? They could have easily, caught him and put him into the prison or whatever they wanted to, right? But the focus is only on Jewish people. Jewish people killed them. Jewish people betrayed them. Jewish people. In fact, it's not the truth. It wasn't the truth. Okay, it is wasn't. You can see the narration of all the Gospels how they were only targeting Jewish people. They never wrote not even a single item people those who were fought against the Roman kingdom. Why not? It could have been, right, which is not fair for anyone. That's the one thing, right? So the secondly, we'll see this one in this chapter. We're going to see that's the baseline for all the gospels. What I'm saying is, in this gospel, Jesus is coming, and Jesus was going, to a temple, whatever, and then he saw a withered man. I mean, with a man with a withered hand, and he was going to heal us. What the Pharisees were watching. Why would they watch this? Why would they watch this? I mean, like, why Mark is writing a story like this? There is no need to write the story like this, right? If Jesus was their God, wasn't it easy for him to heal or do anything? So that means Jesus was not accepted in the first century that he was God, because they wouldn't be asking any question. So now here Jesus is coming, and Pharisees, as if there is no other work for Pharisees, only to watch Jesus, and that's a story that we are hearing in this place. Think about this guy. And also there is something in the Torah. In the Torah, there are 39 categories. 39 categories of halakha, or whatever you can say, that the activities which should not be taken during the time of Sabbath day. On the Sabbath, there are minimum 39 activities should be stopped, shouldn't be happening. So many things we can say, right? So, for example, the sages went and wrote more than the what Torah talks about. It's kind of when I say more than, the correct way of presenting it, it's like the sages or the rabbis always put a fence around the Torah, fence around the commandment. Even though the commandment says, for example, the commandment says that in the on Sabbath day, nobody should do any writings. This is the commandment. This is the Torah, right? So, for example, this is the Torah. No one should write or scribe anything on the Sabbath day. But what sages did, a step ahead they went. It's called oral Torah. What they did, you know what? What we should do is nobody should have a pen in their pocket. This is an extra, right? The book says that do not write or do not scribe. The activity of scribing activity should be happening on Sabbath day. But sages went and one day, I mean, little more further, I said that do not carry a pen during the Sabbath day. That means if you're having the pen, or if you're going to have the pen, definitely you're going to take and write something, you're scribble something, right? So then it becomes a violation of the law. It is better not to carry a pen. See how these sages thought. So each and every law, there are so many process, so many activities being identified, and they were not supposed to be done on those days. So Pharisees, according to Mark, Pharisees were watching what Jesus is going to say. So the healing, when you say healing, it is not even, see, Jesus didn't give any medication. Jesus didn't do any mortal or, any, what is it, pestle and mortal, whatever you call that one, the one, but they make to grind the medications. Jesus didn't do that. He didn't ground or made any medication to give it to him. Nothing. It never happened. Or he didn't do anything of it. Basically, what he said that stand forth, just stay still and stand forth. That's all he commanded. Or stretching your hands. Stretching your hands is not considered as an healing. Understand? Stretching your hand is not considered as an healing, right? So anybody can say stretch your hand, and Jesus was giving them the instruction to stretch his hand. The point what I'm making is here, when Jesus healed this one, so um, before even they ask, Jesus was answering them. What he answered, is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath days or to do evil, to save life or to kill? But they held their peace. So Jesus, whenever he asked the questions, Pharisees were holding their peace and never answered, meaning that as if they don't know the answer. See, these things are very common in the Hebrew world in those days. You know, so they knew very well what is the answer for that one. What is that, that he was doing it. They knew everything clearly. But Mark is writing always, they stood peace. They don't have to stand peace. So this is totally contradicting of Jesus was the God. Obviously, he wasn't the God according to these events happening on those days. If he was God, definitely everyone would have agreed and they would have asking questions to him because he is a God, right? But actually, it is not happening over there. And also, the focus of these authors. The focus of the authors are basically towards the Jewish people. Oh, Jewish people are worst people. Jewish people were the bad people. Jewish people, made Jesus to die. See, on those days, the killing process of the Roman kingdom was like so crucial. I mean, so cruel that they killed them on, like in the cross. The same way, at one point, Roman kingdom was struggling to put the people in the cross or put the criminals in the cross because there was no wood found in Jerusalem. They had to import from Lebanon or somewhere. So that much of cruelty, that much of crucifixion already happened. It was not only Jesus Christ was crucified. No, it was a common punishment by the Roman kingdom. So Roman kingdom was completely, thoroughly, behind these people, behind these type of things, and where else the Gospels focus. Jesus answered them. Jesus questioned them, and then they didn't do anything. They're just keeping quiet. This is the focus of the gospel writers, to write the case against the Jewish people, to write the case against all the Israel people, that they were like, they do not know anything, they do not know anything about the Torah or what. So always projecting Jewish people in a bad way. That's why the story is also being told. Whether it happened or not, who knows? No one knows. But Mark is writing this was happened, and And this is what the question was asked, and which is really kind of making us to suspicious. How come it's possible if the Jesus was God? Why would people going to ask questions? They wouldn't be asking questions, right? So, folks, these gospels, they only reflect, they only was written to, against Jewish culture and against Jewish people. But this is what is happening right now. Even then, these many people happen to suppress the Jewish people. Right now, they are becoming more popular and popular, more stronger and stronger. There are a lot of people understanding they are the right way to go, they are the correct way to go. They are getting into Judaism, studying and learning the Bible, learning the Torah. Tremendous amount of people are joining right now in this movement. So, folks, what I'm trying to say is we are starting this Mark chapter 3, first 4 chapters. Healing on Sabbath day is not a problem. If there is any kind of life endangering situation comes in, you can do that. That's not a problem at all. And that's what Jesus was doing. But he himself, whatever he did, wasn't even a miracle. Ask a person to stand up and move your hands. That is just a regular common thing that anybody would do that one. Think that, okay? Anybody, it's going to be real difficult when when the miracles was happening. So this was kind of a little bit of a common thing what he did, but this been brought into so many people's attention. Oh God, Jesus was God. Look at that, he healed the people. Miracles or anything that what they're doing as something magical thing or miracle thing, that never qualifies anyone as a messiah. So think about that, folks. Folks, I read 4th chapter today. I'm in 3rd chapter until the 4 words. Number 1, Jesus was not considered as a god. That's why they went on asking the repeatedly same question. And number 2, and there was a certain halakhic provisions. There are certain things, that 39 categories that they should not be doing during the Sabbath time. And same way, the healing of a man wasn't a wrong thing to do, but this person was also not a person to be healed, because he said that stand up for the to the withered man. It's not of any healing like giving medications or putting some massages or something. Nothing was doing that. So it was just like a verbal talk, which was what taken place. So, folks, what I'm telling is, please, please listen to this carefully. Jewish people were suffering a lot on those days. Jewish people do not know where to go. They didn't know how to do and what to do. Even still, till date, things were happening. They were playing in a kind of under, the table type of a thing. So they're not focusing everything out just like that. So, as I said all these things, folks, I'll definitely come back with you some more information on the Mark chapter 4. But remember, Gospels were targeting only Jewish people, only Jewish people, only Jewish people, no one else. If you go read the Gospels, you would definitely know how they were smart enough to talk about these Gospels and talk about the events in the Gospels. All right, guys, I'm going to stop this today. Just a small note, and we'll get back tomorrow with more information. Hopefully, you like it. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye. And Shabbat Shalom. Shavuot. May God bless you. God be with you. Bye bye.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נעשה בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא עובר, והוא עובר, והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר בתפארה, והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר בתפארה, והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. בחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה. אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפץ הכל אזי מלך שמו נקרא, ואחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא עובר בתפארה, והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא היה והוא עובר בתפארה, והוא עובר והוא יהיה בתפארה.